Okay, today we are going to read day 2 from your daily fill. It's titled The Lies of the Deceiver. He was a murderer from the beginning, not holding to the truth, for there is no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks his native language, for he is a liar and the father of lies. From John 8:44. Despite our nation's biblical foundation, America's most influential thinkers and leaders began to say God is dead, trying to convince themselves it was true. And as they said it over and over again, they began to tell themselves this too. Truth is dead, or at least relative. Questioning the absolute truth of God's existence opens the doors to all sorts of other questions too. If God is dead, what does he have to say? Nothing. If his word isn't true, what is the Bible but a good story and an ancient moral code? Probably nothing. If the Bible is nothing more than a good story, is there really an evil one himself? It's doubtful. If the Bible is only an ancient moral code, how can it probably apply to today? It probably doesn't. If it doesn't apply, can there be a penalty for breaking that moral standard? Can there be a hell? It's uncertain at best. If there is no hell, why did Christ die? Who knows really? He was probably just a lunatic. This is the way it all breaks down, see? If the very existence of God is in question, then so is the absolute truth spoken by that God in the Bible. At best, those truths are relative. They argue, and if all truth is relative, then aren't we free to chase our desires? What's keeping us from acting on every sexual impulse? Why not say what we want, drink what we want, take advantage of what we can get? Why not abort babies, steal, and murder? If there is no absolute standard for truth, who can say these things are wrong? As I see it, there is only one problem with this line of thinking, and it's a big problem. It's all based on the lie that God is dead. A lie created by a deceiver himself, Satan. Throughout the Bible, the evil one has been known as a deceiver, a liar, and the lawless one. Jesus said he was a murderer and a liar from the beginning. As he said in the Gospel of John, when he lies, he speaks his native language, for he is a liar and the father of lies. Paul told us that he comes disguised as an angel of light. That's from 2 Corinthians 11:14. Maybe like one of those enlightened university professors, modern scientists, or politicians. Though Satan has deceived men over and over again, Paul warned us of his schemes. He taught us exactly how the devil and his he taught us exactly how the devil and his end-time servant, the lawless one, operate. In his second letter to the Thessalonians, Paul wrote, "The coming of the lawless one will be in accordance with how Satan works. He will use all sorts of displays of power through signs and wonders that will serve the lie, and all the ways that the wickedness deceives those who are perishing. They perish because they refuse to love the truth and so be saved. For this reason, God sends us a powerful delusion so that they will believe the lie, and so that all will be condemned who have not believed the truth, but have delighted in wickedness." Lies, lies, lies. They are the only weapon the evil one has in his arsenal. He uses those weapons against the human race, trying to deceive them so they will turn away from God. So they will forget his truth and chase their own desires down to the death. See, when God is dead, so is his divine truth. And without divine truth, without truth to govern our human conduct, we fall for the devil's lies. God, so many people in our nation have been blinded by the lies of the devil. We need your truth revealed in your word. Help me to study the scriptures and share your word with others.